is my collection of drive shafts. Well, it's not, I've got quite a big collection of drive shafts. This is the 325i e30 drive shaft. You can tell because it has a little dimple in the middle. They do similar size shafts from the Touring, I think it was, but they don't have the dimple in the middle. I'm not sure what it is, but I prefer these shafts because I know they're the 325i ones. Unfortunately, they're all getting very old now, and this is the end that snapped off. Don't know which part it snapped off by that. It was on the end like that, and it snapped off. Oh, it was on the end of that piece there. It says on the internet that you can't take this end off. You can only service that end. You release the cap at the bottom, and then you can get to a circlip and you can slide this off. And that's how you replace this rubber, is by sliding it all the way across and getting off that end. What you can do is this cap here, you can get a screwdriver and sort of pry it up all the way around. It takes a long time. I found out by this shaft was useless. I couldn't use it because the end had snapped off, and according to the internet you can't get the ends off them and replace them. So I did, I could have taken it off without butchering it, but I don't need it. I'm not going to use that bit, and I needed to know if I could get it off. So once you get this part off, you can tilt this bit forward, and then you get to the cage with the bearings in. So you can take the bearings out one by one, and once you've done that, this end bit will come away. So that way you can get access to the circlip that is on the end of the shaft and slide the whole lot off. So this shaft needs a good clean up. It was a bit rough inside, but I mean the outside's looked all right. It's obviously, I've had it in a rally car for 10 years. It's been doing, I had a 328i engine doing second gear starts and donuts and all sorts, demonstration runs, and I've done so much with those shafts, and they, you know, fair play to them, they've lasted me 10 years. I know I've got more power now, but I need to upgrade them. So someone said get a diesel 1 series drive shaft and swap the ends over. So good old eBay, I managed to get a offside rear. You've got to make sure you get the right sides. This is the same side as the first one I snapped. So I bought one. It's not looking the best. It's had the boots replaced by the looks of it. So it's had some work done to it already. That could have been towing a caravan around the world. You know, that could have done 600,000 miles. I don't really want to put the ends on my rally car. So that got me thinking, I've just scrapped a 328i convertible that I think it's done 60,000 miles, and we've got a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit in Jersey. An automatic, it's not going to put that much torque through the shafts, and these shafts are the same, the ends are the same as the 325i e30 ones, but much newer. They're not half as old. So all I need to do is clean this shaft up, take these ends off, slide them onto this shaft, and then put new boots on it. Might as well whilst it's apart. I'll clean all the bearings. I'm not using these bearings, but when I get the other ones out, I'll clean all the gunk out, so they'll be immaculate, the ones in there, when I've cleaned them all up. And then I can put it all together, re-grease it all, and then that should be a lot better than the ones I was using. I'm not saying they're going to be strong enough or perfect, but at the moment I'm sure they're going to be stronger than the ones I've been using for 10 years. So even if I find another car with low mileage and a pair of drive shafts on, I can get those and I can make some more shafts. So, you know, it's possible that they might be fine, might be doing it. I don't know. I don't know any other options apart from spending a couple of grand on some drive shafts, and then it gets a bit carried away. Where do you stop? You know, spend. So that is the job I'm going to do now. But I've got to. Everything is filthy. The grease in there it stinks. It's not very nice. So I'm going to leave it for tonight. Tomorrow night I'm going to give it a good clean up, and then I will take my time and then release the crimp on this just gradually. Apparently when it goes back together again, you just tighten up with a screwdriver, big screwdriver, and just tap it gently all the way around. It's getting a bit late now, and I've been doing a lot of knocking to get that out, so it's not really fair on the neighbours. So I'm glad I've done it, because it looks like it's doable. It looks like you can put the ends from that onto these shafts. I'll feel much better feeling that they're going to be a lot stronger than what I had. In theory, hopefully, fingers crossed. What I'll do is, when I do take the ends off these, I'll do it on time lapse or something, so you can see how it's done, or how I've done it, and then putting them back on. I probably will get some new circlips, and I might get a new pair of circlip pliers, because they're too small. The pins are too small. It's quite awkward getting the circlips off, so I might get a new pair of circlip pliers that fit better, and a couple of circlips, just for safety's sake, rather than reusing those.